Let's move you guys. You going to do anything else in town before you go down?
I don't have anything.
No, I think I'm good.
No healing potions or...
You know. How much are healing potions?
Let's check prices. In 2024.
You know, I realized I could also try to double check this. I have D&D Beyond.
Okay, so basic healing potion is still 50 gold.
That's a lot. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it
supreme healings are a lot more expensive in this edition.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just
I think we're good. I'm not
Okay.
needing to spend any money on anything.
Does any refresh my memory? Did anybody pick paladin?
We do not have a paladin.
Okay.
What
Nope.
are our class? Actually, I'm gonna put like my name and my class into the thing, so we can have like a little pug list.
On the chat bar.
Just in the Discord because.
Okay.
Right, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't played long enough yet to.
Yeah.
Have your memorized shit.
And race also while you're putting.
I put Alchemist next to it since that's what I'm planning to be, because I made that decision already.
Okay, so we have a cleric, sorcerer, artificer, and our pugilist. Is that they're correct?
Yeah, pugilist. Yep.
Okay. Human, right, or dwarf?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. Okay. All right. Let me.
Are we going
to
today or are we going to do this? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the question for you guys.
So, what was your question?
Do y'all want to sleep first and then go down, or do y'all want to go down now?
I mean, I'm at full spells and everything.
Yeah, I'm full.
I can go.
Okay.
Well, as full as I can be. I'm at 14, but you know, it's done one off. It's fine.
Yeah, it's.
I can take a hit.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, for some reason I can't see your character sheets anymore. What the hell?
Oh, that's bad.
The magic of roll 20.
Yeah, alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. Over on first let me make sure the scale is fixed. That's 5 feet. Yeah, that all looks fine. Okay, so 4 of the little map squares, 2 across is 5 feet. Otherwise, the large white squares is 5 feet. I'll put you guys so you can see the map now. And then if you would put your tokens over on the spiral staircase on the lower left-hand side. And your map should have refreshed now.
Yep.
So you guys can order your token. Oh, that won't work. So here.
My computer decided to take a break at the moment, so I'll
Sure.
catch up with you as I
No
can.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to all of us.
Where are we at?
Had I
Staircase.
spawn out my token again? How do I spawn my token again?
You just drag your
You drag
character
and
sheet
drop.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I still have not put an image back on him.
Oh,
That
would you like me to create one, or do you have one?
I have one. I have the one from the book. I just haven't put
Okay.
it on this sheet.
Okay.
I'll get it in just a moment.
Yeah. And I do not have dynamic lighting or walls running on this. I may not enable those ever. I've tried playing with the new one since the last change, and I can get it to work in DM mode, but when I go in as a player, you can't see anything, despite having everything checked. And it's like, really?
Oh, you talking about like the fog of war and all that?
Yeah.
I've seen one DM manage to get it working on the player's end, but that's the only time I've seen it. It can be finicky, from what I know.
I had this working up until about 4 months ago,
Damn.
and then we started having problems with it. But they added like a slew of new features to it. I mean, the walls are easy enough to draw out. Getting the lighting to work right seems to be the challenge now.
I have an image that I made, by the way, but I can't seem to get it to load into my character. I don't know I probably just don't know what I'm doing because I haven't done that much.
You can see if you can send me the image in Discord.
Okay.
There you go. Updated Sprig.
Okay.
It's a very shitty token, but I'll worry about making something in Hero Forge later.
Any luck?
I posted it into the. I'm sorry. I just posted it into the chat. I don't know if.
Oh. Hang on. No, hang on a second.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, go ahead. You. No. Bye. You guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear my wife?
Nope.
Did not.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Let's go ahead and put a turn order. Why did they move the turn order? You can add yourself to the turn order. And then, oops. Oh, duh. I have to change the layer. Change layer. Token. There we go. That's better. Okay.
Wait.
Initiative. Okay. Okay. Then add me. Is it because my token's not attached?
Okay. Hey, give me a sec.
It was
And I'm sorry, who's speaking?
Dirkram.
And I'm assuming, let's see, that's your token.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna
Okay.
do something.
Oops.
Okay,
Oh,
just
yeah, you got it now.
there we go.
Okay,
Yeah, I did do the use token. I guess I didn't set that up correctly.
that's fine.
Yep.
And Rance, if you could roll your initiative. Or,
So I clicked on initiative and told it to roll, but it doesn't actually
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up.
you have to
Token
click on your
selected.
token. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got it.
Roll 20. This is not the time I needed a nat 20. How do you... Why do you like this roll 20?
Well,
Somebody thought it was a good idea. Has anybody played with Wizards' new tabletop yet?
I have not.
Nope.
Nope.
I hadn't even heard that they came out with a new one.
Yeah. What's it been out? 5 months, 6 months? Okay.
fun.
So you are technically not in combat yet, but I wanted to have the turn order up for your actions going forward. So we will start with Sprig.
All right.
Sprig, you go down the stairs, and as you go down, the stairs become more defined as stairs. Somebody has actually done some work on them. You see the light at the bottom and an open doorway. And you see basically a stone floor, a couple of tables, a wall, and a door in the room. I think. Yes, there is a door in the room.
All right. I want to look around this. What does this room look like? Like, is this some kind of workshop or?
It definitely is a workshop slash lab.
All right. I'd like to look around and see what it looks like they were working on in here.
Looks like there were several projects in the works. There seems to be a lot of like half completed potions. The basic materials for creating a couple of different wands. How much time do you spend looking at this stuff?
Depending on what everyone else is doing, I'll spend like, I don't know, I guess up to maybe half an hour if we have time.
Okay. So I'll put you in a room.
That's the wrong one. That's not Sprig.
Oh,
There. Don't worry
That's
about it.
it is not lighting up.
So I put myself there.
Well, normally the turn order lights up when I grab a token, and it's not doing that now.
Oh,
Awesome.
that is odd.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Roll20.
Yeah, another feature broken.
This site is held together with popsicle sticks and prayers.
That's generous.
You know,
Yeah.
I was very hesitant when I was first invited to play a game on Forge, and now I kind of miss it.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So the rest of you can enter the room and look around.
Okay.
All of you can, of course, make perception checks. Or,
Okay.
let's see, 2024. Does it have investigation?
Yes.
Okay. Then you might want to actually, instead of perception, you can either roll perception or investigation and tell me what you're doing.
Should I roll investigation as well as Sprig, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm going perception. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Sure.
Dirkham's just gonna keep an ear and eye out for anything that might wander in that he can punch.
Okay.
He's kind of on guard.
So, Dirkram, you definitely hear a woman's voice coming from the wall in kind of the center of the east side of the room.
I will quietly whisper to the others, keep your voice down. There's people in the next room. We don't want to alarm them.
Let's see. Let me see. If Foundry could do this, does Roll20.
So while I'm doing that, can I also keep an eye out for anything that could be used as an improvised weapon? in case shit does in fact go down.
Hank, give me just a second here.
All right.
Okay, if this works, it's actually a little easier, I guess. Okay. Question, what did you guys see in the chat from me? Anything?
Let me look.
Demonic.
In
That's a
roll?
good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It did not work. Okay.
So
Son of a-
that was meant to be in demonic.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah. What you actually hear is something in the range of a female voice. Unless you happen to speak demonic.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, the voice you hear sounds sweet and vicious at the same time. As far as improvised weapons, there seems to be a couple of small things of fire under. One's under what sort of looks like a glass coffee pot. That could potentially be used. You see other things that look like oils laying around.
perfect. So a lot of crap I can throw.
A lot of stuff that looks like it belongs in the kitchen, except of much higher quality.
A dirt room, it's all throwable. That's all he cares about.
Okay. And let's see. The other is a rack of smaller, 4 smaller vials that seem to be spinning over a flame.
Right. All right. Good.
So, which do you take? Or do you take both of them?
I won't
or
take
none of them?
anything yet, but he keeps that in mind.
Okay. Let's see. Honora, you don't notice anything special?
Yeah.
Anybody else checking?
Walk around. No.
Yeah, you don't notice anything in particular? Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, am I like noticing anything in particular? Because I mentioned I was looking at stuff before.
And is this Rance? No,
Sprig.
Sprig. And Sprig, did you roll an investigation?
No, I tried to ask. I think you just didn't hear me. I'll roll one right now, though.
Okay.
Hey, game, what the fuck?
Yeah. None of you really recognize anything in here. Sprig, you kind of recognize stuff, but you basically can tell almost everything in here is above your skill level.
Above my skill level for now.
Yes.
Sprig is very interested in studying some of this stuff.
And as you're walking around, you begin to hear keys in the door over here.
Oh.
And as that door unlocks, a very strange sight walks through the door. A at first seemingly attractive woman walks through until you notice a couple of features. One, she has horns. Two, she has wings. She seems to be preoccupied. And she looks up, kind of looks around the room, notices all of you, and basically goes, "Well, hello, boys. Are you here to perhaps purchase something?"
Pardon me, madam, if we are intruding upon your abode.
Oh,
We're
no.
investigating, more or less.
Investigating? And what exactly are you investigating?
Mostly for traces of a pair of individuals known as the Duke brothers. Would you happen to know of them?
Ah, yes. Randolph and Mortimer. Two of my best customers.
Ah, I see.
In fact, I was just here looking for them. They left behind a playmate, but he don't seem to be working very well.
By a playmate, you wouldn't happen to mean a flesh golem, would you?
I do, in fact. Would you be potentially interested in purchasing such a specimen?
Sprig kind of like stops and thinks for a sec. Does he want a flesh golem? Would the city guard let him have a flesh golem? Before he like waves away his head. Not necessarily out of the question at the moment, though I don't know much about them beyond the basics. No, our group though was okay, before I mention this, I assume if we are here looking to potentially arrest the Duke brothers, there won't be any issues, will there?
Arrest them. Now, why
Well,
on earth would you do that?
well, they had kidnapped our group the other night, and also they blew up the building above this one. It's effectively
Oh,
just part of its first floor.
so you're the ones responsible for all that shenanigans.
I suppose. There's not any bad blood here, is there? He's like kind of shifting away ever so slightly.
Well, I would strongly recommend that we come to an accord. You work for me, and you can earn rewards and some amount of protection.
Protection from you?
Among others.
We lost Rance. And he's
Oh, there
back.
you go.
Welcome back, Rance.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
Shitcord being shitcord.
Yeah.
So, yes, the door unlocked. A succubus walked through the door. She is currently having a conversation with the artificer about working
Yeah.
for her.
Sorry, I could hear y'all. I didn't know I was gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard you. I only missed like maybe 20 seconds of the conversation, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I heard something about working for her, and then that was kind of when it cut out.
Well, that's basically the last.
there's a protection aspect to the conversation. She's like,
Go ahead. Sorry.
or we cannot come to an accord, and yes, I hand you over for additional lab experiments. And perhaps a small fee for collecting you for the brothers.
Sprig will look around to the rest of his party.
Dirkram, looking back, will start reaching towards one of those flasks you mentioned.
Okay.
Just go, Ben never done that. Wasn't fun.
I see. Very well. Oh, Grunt, you're up. And she snaps her fingers and disappears.
Oh, lovely.
And through the door, you hear, huh?
That's a big one.
Well,
We were
I
almost that
hope.
thing.
I hope we all know how to fight.
Just a giant training dummy for me.
Yeah. He can't fit through the door, by the way.
Oh. Ooh, wait.
Cool. Dirkram will 100% throw the flask at him.
Okay. So we're going to do this in order.
Yep.
So, Sprig, you're going to go first. Let's see. Yeah, Succubus has already gone from the order. So, Sprig, what are you doing?
What else within? Are there any flasks and vials within the reach of Sprig?
I mean, if they're within my reach, they're within your reach.
Oh yeah, I am basically right next to you.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned some oils earlier, right?
Yes. There are several oils on the table. There are 5 different oils of different colors, ranging from one is black, one is gold. There is a yellow, a red, and a green.
Oh no, these do things.
Alright, science boy. Throw whichever one's more flammable.
I will grab the black one, and
okay.
I want to. Once I grab that, is it pretty much a straight? Like, can I see well enough to the door? Is it super obstructed from where Sprig is?
No. You can see the door clearly.
I suppose I want to use an action to throw the black thing of oil at the golem.
Okay. Make a basic ranged melee attack.
I forget. Do I have my dex on this? This is technically an improvised weapon, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's improvised, which I believe you don't add your
Unless you're proficient with them.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I have proficiency. Damage is a D4 unless determined as being similar to a different weapon. Example, club. So, range, normal range of 20, long range of 60.
Okay, so I had my ability. Looking it up, I had my ability modifier, just not my proficiency, because I'm
Yeah.
not
Okay.
proficient in this. So that's.
So,
A
I mean, I
20
guess
plus
unless would it be considered a finesse weapon? Because other than that, you'd have to use
No.
your strength, wouldn't you?
This would not be a finesse weapon.
So it would be a strength throw then.
No, it's just a
Good
raw
luck.
d20. I only have 11 in strength.
Yep. Good
Awesome.
luck with that. Rules.
14.
14 hits. And you said you
Alright.
rolled the black one? Or
Yep.
you threw the black one? Okay. So that's a D8 of necrotic damage.
Woo!
Nice.
4 necrotic.
Okay. And it sizzles when it hits. And the thing looks at where the potion hit and is like, "Urgh."
Alright. I will then. I don't really have anything to use a bonus action. So I suppose that'll be all for this turn.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Dirkman will look over after watching that happen and go, "Hey, slimy guy. Would you reckon what you just threw at him is flammable?"
Can I make a roll to see if I can tell if it's flammable based on its appearance?
Yeah, you can try an insight check.
Alright.
You're pretty certain it's not flammable.
I do not believe
Okay.
so.
Alright, and I'm going to throw the flask that I was reaching for. I don't know
Okay.
what color it was. We'll say the gold one.
Okay.
Yeah. That seems like a good color. And I actually have this. Throw an improvised weapon.
Nice.
Does 16 hit him?
A 16 does, in fact, hit.
Okay, cool. So I deal 6, whatever type of damage a flask will do. Because my
So
improvised weapons deal a d8 of damage.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I'd assume it'd do either bludgeoning or technically slashing if it's a glass and it shatters.
Or
Yeah.
piercing. That's why I said whatever damage type it does.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll a d4, but you're going to add 3 to it.
Okay.
The d4 is for slashing. You get a d1 of bludgeoning. And
Plus.
you get 2 additional points for the damage type.
Right, okay, so it's a d4 plus
3.
3.
Yeah.
Nope, that's the wrong code. God, my brain is still on the other thing.
It's right, but the slash has to go before the R.
Yep. Yeah, it's the other way in forward, so my brain is still working on it. There you go, 6.
Okay. So the liquid coats his chest, and he looks down and goes, "Huh?" But there seems to be a gold coin noise when he speaks now.
Well, that wasn't as good.
Additionally, Where the black goo had landed on his arm also seems to heal.
Oh,
Ah,
I believe that was a bit counterproductive.
well,
He looks up at Thurgrim and smiles real big, real toothy. And
friend.
does a big thumbs up.
Oh, you know.
Anything else, Thurgrim?
What else can I do?
I didn't think about the fact this guy might technically be a bit of an idiot.
So here, towns. So okay, yeah, I can make a unarmed strike as a bonus action. So yeah, Dirkham's just gonna.
I mean, he seems to like you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Like, well, I think
I
I just
wonder-
earned a friend.
I
You
wonder if we can
guys
technically
are-
end this peacefully, huh?
Yep, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Nora, what do you do?
I'm wondering if we should try to kill him or try to make friends with him. I don't know.